So today I have a really interesting piece of property to dissect on. Not only is there a house foundation, a barn foundation, a known camp, and a known lumber mill, there's also something that I found as a kid that is gonna blow you guys away. It's so awesome, it's really, really interesting. So that's gonna be a little later because we have to walk really far ways. But for now, we're gonna start off at the house. So hopefully I have some good luck and I have some really cool stuff to show you guys. So if you look over there, you'll see the foundation that we're working with today. So this is the first one. This was a house and it was pre-1900s, and this owned the barn that's down the way. What's really neat is the well over here, right next to the house. Show you some clips of that. It's really neat, it's stone lined. So, really excited. I think we're gonna find some good stuff here. So, I'm gonna start digging. Be right back to you guys. So the first thing we dug up today, there's a lot of junk here, but this is just the leg to like a furnace, would be my guess, or a stove. Nothing special, but it's a good age bracket, so hopefully there's more to come like this or better than this. I think I have something in here that pretty common to find on sites like this, but still always really neat. It's just a fork. You can see where the wood was attached. There's these pegs. So the wood's gone and it's bent up pretty bad, but this is just a tiny fork. It's non-ferrous, so there's definitely some targets out here. Got a surface find here. Unfortunately, it's broke, but it's a warranted flask, 7 ounces. It's not embossed. It wouldn't have been anything too special, but if you look at the bottom, it's an old bottle. It's definitely probably 1890s, just judging by the mold lines, so it's pretty neat. Wish it was whole. Keep looking. About an hour in and just absolutely struggling with this location. The weeds are way too high and there's just way too much iron and junk in the ground, so for every good tone, it's just 100 iron tones. And besides the fork, that was really it for anything interesting today. We dug a lot of just junk iron, tin cans. So we're gonna move on to the barn. Hopefully we have better luck there. Looks like this big shovel got brought up when this root ball got blown over. So there's definitely some stuff here. I don't know how old that is. It's just wedged in there. Pretty cool seeing that when we're walking by. All right, so the next spot for today is going to be where I found an old camp. So if you look behind me, there's an obvious trail going in. And we know it's a camp because we found a fire pit right here in the middle. We found shards of pottery, which are actually still here. There's some ash on the ground. And the last time I was here, I found some silver coins, an Indian head, some harmonica reeds. So I'm hoping today we can have some luck. Okay, we have a mid-tone in the hole. It's ringing up about a 24. So it's probably a shotgun shell, but hard to say. There it is. Looks to be a button. Small one. Looks like it's a 2-piece. Maybe a boot rivet or hard to say, coat button. Either way, it's neat. All right. I normally don't show iron targets too often, but gotta love a good horseshoe. Got a mystery iron item here. I'm guessing it's some kind of tool, but I honestly have no idea. So if you could let me know in the comments what this is, I'd really appreciate it. All right, I just pulled this iron object out of the ground. It's looking like a wheel to me, and it's spoked. And I was kind of thinking, look how perfect that sits in there. Everything lines up, the grooves line up. Seems like a perfect fit to me, and I would wager that there was 2 of them. One there, and one there. It's probably used for logging if I had to guess. That's pretty cool. I'd say they probably haven't touched in 100 years. really high up now on the side of this hill, and we're on a cliff face, and there's some really cool things I can't wait to show you guys up here. So we're gonna still do some detecting, but it's more gonna be an adventure now than it was hunting for stuff. So there's a cool cave that should still be here, and there's something even cooler down way. So we're gonna keep going. It's gonna be a pretty good hike now though. It's pretty steep. All right, so we made it to the cave, and it is just as scary as I remember from when I was a kid. I haven't been down there in about 10 years probably, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. So it's about 20 feet deep down in there, and it opens up down to the far side. So I'm gonna get down in there and I'm gonna show you guys. So see you on the inside. All right, so we're down in the cave now. If you can see up and out. We're pretty down in here. It goes off behind me a ways. Looks real safe, doesn't it? And then it goes down in. I don't know if you can tell how deep it goes in there. It drops off. Let's see if I can turn that. I'm gonna try and get down in there a ways to show you guys, but I'm not going all the way in today without a rope. So I dropped a few rocks, but you really just can't hear it down there. So I'm just gonna show you one more time. Look at that, see if we can't look down there. You can really see how it opens up down there. Goes up, it goes back. And that over there is what scares me, because it just doesn't look very stable. So I'm gonna get out, we're gonna get back out to go show you the next thing, and I think you're gonna really like it. So let's wedge our way back out of here. Well, it was about a 1.5 mile hike here, and I'm beat, but you tell me when you see what I'm looking at. It's up here. Tell me when you see it. So this is something we found when we were 15, so 10 years ago, and no one on the property knew it was here, and it is out in the middle of nowhere. There's no houses nearby, there's nothing. And as far as we're aware, we have no idea when anyone built it. But, I mean, it's stacked stone. They put a wall in on the far side, and actually, it looks like at one point there was trees that lined it, so it was really hidden. So, I don't know if someone stayed here, they could have camped here, or maybe it was a kid who built it back in the day, but it's pretty interesting, and we've never detected it before, so this might be the chance we need to figure out how old it is. So hopefully we can find something neat. Well guys, gonna have to call it for today. We've been outside for 5 hours now, 6 hours, and just really haven't been finding anything too crazy. Found that fork first, and a button, some horseshoes, and then that mystery wheel. But past that, you know, we had it fun. We got outside, went to the cliffs, which we haven't been to in forever, and now we're here. Thought we'd show you this. I've never seen anything like this. This is a root ball that is what? 20 feet, 25 feet high. It's just insane. I've never seen anything like that. But gonna be it for today. See you next weekend. Hopefully we have better luck next weekend.